Success is often more dangerous than failure. In failure, you fight to survive. In success, you fight not to lose yourself. Joseph now has the world at his feet. He holds the power of life and death over those who destroyed him. The dilemma is this: when you finally reach the top, what do you do with those who pushed you down? Power will reveal Joseph's true face, or will it simply scar his wounds the wrong way? Pharaoh has two disturbing dreams about thin cows and withered ears of grain. No one understands their meaning until the cupbearer finally remembers Joseph. In an instant, Joseph's life changes. He is taken from his cell, shaved, dressed in fine linen, and placed before the most powerful man on earth. With impressive calm, Joseph explains the 7 years of plenty and the 7 years of famine. He doesn't just interpret, he delivers a government plan. Pharaoh sees in him what the world needs most: wisdom in the midst of chaos. Pharaoh places his signet ring on Joseph's finger. Joseph now governs. He builds massive storehouses. When the famine strikes, it reaches his father's land. 10 men arrive in Egypt begging for food. Joseph recognizes them immediately. They are his brothers. Those who sold him now bow before him, fulfilling dreams from decades ago. They do not recognize him. Joseph now has the perfect opportunity for revenge. Joseph tests them. He wants to know if they have changed. When he sees that his brothers are willing to sacrifice themselves for one another, the wall in Joseph's heart collapses. The analysis here is deep. Joseph had already forgiven his brothers in prison. If he had harbored hatred, he would have been a cruel dictator. Joseph's forgiveness was what allowed him to govern with justice. He realizes that the pit and the prison were the transportation to his destiny of saving lives. Joseph can no longer restrain himself. He orders everyone to leave. In tears, he cries out, "I am Joseph. Is my father still alive?" The shock is total. They expected death, but they received an embrace. Joseph removes the weight of their guilt. "It was not you who sent me here, it was God, to preserve your lives." He reframes 22 years of suffering in a single moment of love. The family is restored. We have reached the end of Joseph's story, but the beginning of an eternal lesson. What we saw here was not just a political turnaround, it was the triumph of love and forgiveness. Joseph governed Egypt, but the greatest throne he conquered was that of his own heart. Often, we think that being strong means striking back. Joseph shows us that true strength lies in forgiving those who do not deserve to be forgiven. He looked at the brothers who destroyed him and did not see enemies. He saw God's plan being fulfilled through pain. This is what it means to reframe. God did not cause the evil done to Joseph, but he is so powerful that he took that evil and transformed it into the greatest good for a nation. God is at the center of every detail. It was he who gave the dream, he who sustained Joseph in prison, and he who gave wisdom before Pharaoh. If you are searching for something, if you feel an emptiness, know that the God of Joseph wants to walk with you too. Forgiveness sets the prisoner free, and often that prisoner is yourself. Leave the past in the pit and take the place God has prepared for you. Did this story change the way you see the wounds of your past? God's love is the only thing capable of turning ashes into beauty. Share this message of redemption. The world needs to know that with God, no suffering is in vain.